everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial we are going to be making this vintage crochet bag. I call it the vintage crochet bag because I got my inspiration from the popular vintage beaded bag. I really love how the design turned out, especially when I used a glitter yarn to make another one. So let's get started. You need a flat strip thread. For example, you can use a t-shirt yarn, a flat polyester or a macrame yarn, and then you're going to need a scissors, a chain. The chain length is 45 inches, and then you need a ready-made bead handle, but you can make it yourself. I showed how to make this beaded handle in this video. And then you need a 6.0 meter hook, and then you need the small sized O-ring, the smallest size, and then you need a tape to measure the size of the back. So to begin this tutorial, I'm going to be categorizing two yarns. This will be the one you've left out, the 100 centimeter you've left out, and this will be your working yarn. So now you're going to take your working yarn like this, and you place your hand like this, and this is the working yarn. You place your yarn like this, and then you take your hook and then you place it like this on your hand, and then you curl your working yarn. So you are going to chain one. You are going to be releasing your tension in this first row so that your second row will be very easy. Now you're going to go to that ring, center of the ring, and you make one single crochet, and then you make another single crochet. Now in total we'll be making 5 single crochet on this ring. After making 5 single crochet, you should notice that there should be 5 braids here. 1 2 3 4 5. You're going to pull this other yarn tight, very tight, so that the hole in the center will close just like this, and then we're going to close this row. Now to close this row, you're going to frog this last single crochet like this, and then you're going to place your hook, and then you take the yarn you left out, the shorter yarn, and you curl it up like this. And when you've done that, you're going to take your hook and you place it on the first braid like this. See how it's coming out, and then you're going to take that yarn, you take your hook and you place on this point here, and then you come out on the front of this braid here just like this, and then you pull it in like this. So we've come to the end of row 1. As you can see, this place is looking like the rest of the braids. So we're going to place our hook on the first stick that's close to our working yarn, which is this one. So like this, and you curl it up. That is why I said the first row should be easy, so that in order for it to go through the thick easily. And then you chain one, and then on that same thick you make another single crochet. Now you go to the next thick and you place your hook. Notice how I'm coming out of at the back. Your hook should come out of 2 ropes, the center of 2 yarns like this. They should come out in the center, not like this. They should come out like this, like in the center. You understand? You go in there and you make a single crochet. You go to that same thick and you make another single crochet. Now you go to the next thick. Even me, I'm being careful so that my hook comes out in the proper place. As you can see, it's coming out from the 2, it's coming out in the center of the 2 yarn at the back. So now we make a single crochet, and then go to the next one and you make a single crochet, and to the next stick the same thing. Okay, and then this is the last one. So when you've come to this point, you're going to stop by and count. In total, you're supposed to be having 11 braids here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So when you are done, to close this row, you are going to be frogging this last single crochet, and then you take your short yarn and you pull it out like this, and you're just going to close the same way we close for the first row. So we've come to the end of row 2. We have 12 braids in total. Now for row 3, we're going to repeat the same process. On this point here that is very close to our working yarn, we're going to make a chain 1 there on the first stick. Now this counts as a single crochet. Now on the next stick, you're going to make 2 single crochet on the same stitch, and on the next stick you're going to make 1 single crochet, and then on the next one you're going to make 2 single crochet, so you're going to continue doing 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet until you get to the end of this row. Now for the first row, you're going to place your hook on the tick closest to your working yarn, which is this one. You're going to make a chain 1. Now on that same space, you're going to make another single crochet, and on the next stitch here you're going to make a single crochet, and then on the next stitch here you're going to make a single crochet, and then on this single crochet here you are going to be making 2 single crochets on it, and on the next one you make 1 single crochet. Now for this row, we're going to be increasing only on the single crochet that is standing alone, so we are not going to make an increase where these 2 single crochets are together. For example, for this row we are going to be making 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet here, and we're going to be making 2 single crochet here. So you do 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet here, and on this one you are going to make an increase, which is 2 single crochet, so you don't make a mistake of making 2 single crochet on this one, on any of these braids here. That's one of the pro tips to make a perfect circle. So you repeat the process just like as I've explained until you've gotten to this point, and I'll meet you at the end. For the next row, you're going to place your hook on the tick closest to your working yarn, which is this one here, and you make a chain 1. And now as you can see, for the previous single crochet they were together, so we are not going to make an increase here. So now on the next one you're going to make another single crochet, and then on this one here you're going to make another single crochet, and on this one here, this was the first single crochet standing alone, and this was the second single crochet standing alone. So on this second single crochet standing alone, you are going to make your increase, which is you're going to make 2 single crochet on that same stitch, and then on the next one you make a separate single crochet, and then on this one here a separate single crochet, and on this last single crochet standing alone here you're going to make an increase, which is 2 single crochets. So now that's how you'll be continuing this process. You're going to be making 3 separate single crochet, and then you make an increase on the point where I said you should be making an increase on, which is this one. So you're going to do that until you get to the end of this row. So now I've come to the end of this row, and if you've been following everything I've been saying correctly, this is how your circle should be looking. To begin the body of the back, you're going to place your hook on this point here, just like this, and you're going to make a chain 1, and then you go to the next single crochet here. At this point you place your hook, you curl up the yarn, and then you make a single crochet. You go to the next one, just like this, you make a single crochet, and then you go to the next one, so that's how you'll be continuing all around for this row, and I'll meet you at the end. So when you've gotten to the ending, we're just going to close the way we normally do. So on this place here, you're going to place your hook, and then instead of making a complete single crochet, you can just take your short yarn and you pull it up. It's basically the same thing, because when you take the previous yarn, you're going to still frog it. So in order to save yourself the stress, you just curl up the shorter yarn. Now you go to this point. I'm sure you might have been used to this type of closing by now, you can see, and then to this point here, and you close this row. So we've come to the end of row 1 for the body parts of the back. For this row 2, we are going to be working with the tick. Now I've already explained earlier that tick is the stitch in between the 2 braids. So now you're going to place your hook on the tick closest to your working hand, like this, and you make a chain 1, and then on this point here you're going to place your hook on the side loop only, and on this point here you're going to place your hook on the tick, and you make a single crochet on the side loop, and here the next one will be on the tick and on the side loop. So this is the sequence you'll be repeating until you get to the end of this row. So when you've gotten to the ending here, on this side loop here, you're going to make a single crochet, and as usual you're going to drop the long working yarn and you take the short yarn and you pull up the loop. So we've come to the end of row 2 for the body of the back. Now for row 3, we're always going to be beginning with a tick. So now I'm going to place my hook here and I make a chain 1, and then on this side loop here I'll make a single crochet, and on this stick here I'm going to make single crochet, and on this one here I'm going to make a single crochet, and on this point I make a single crochet, and then on this point here I make a single crochet. So, and on this stick here I make a single crochet. So this is basically how you'll be repeating the process until you get to the end of this row. So we've come to the end of row 3. For the remaining rows, you'll be repeating exactly what you did in row 3, and you repeat that until you get to your desired length. I did a total of 11 rows, but you can choose to make it as long as you want. Now the next thing you're going to do is to add your accessories. So now you're going to take your O-rings and you place it on the back. You just locate one single crochet and you place it there, and then you look for a single crochet opposite. Yes, you just mark one single crochet and you're going to repeat same, and then you take your pearl handle. This pearl handle, you can get the ready-made handle or you can customize it yourself. It's not that hard to make, but let me show you how to make it. So you pardon me, I'll be using this tassel ring to show you because I'm short of this smaller one. You should know that you're using 0.70 fishing line, and then the bead size I'm using is 15 mm, size 15 mm beads. Now you can choose to use any size of beads you want. You're just going to use your eye and check. You just string the beads and use your eye and test how many beads fit into the extra stick you want it to fit the extra stick you want it to look like. I believe you understand what I'm saying. So now I'm going to string my 14 beads. So I'm done stringing my 14 beads. I'm going to take my tassel, place it in, and then I'm going to pull this fishing line all the way to the end. So you do that till you get to the end. So when you've gotten to the end, as you can see, there are 2 fishing lines coming out. You're going to place those 2 fishing lines on the tassel, the second tassel, and then you're going to place your fishing line backwards again, the 2 of them. When I'm at this point, I'm just going to take one and tie like a rope, like this. Tie it strongly twice, and then you go again to 3 more beads and you tie again. So now I'm very sure that it's secured, and then I cut out the yarn and everything disappears. So when you are done, you're going to just place it like this. My advice, you can just get the ready-made one if you are not good at handling fishing line. So you place it like this. So if you don't want bead, you can choose to make something. Just find any stitch and try to make something of this length and this width, and this is how it's still going to look like. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your drawstring. Don't mind the way this drawstring is. I place some pieces of clothes inside, okay, to give it shape. So you're going to take your drawstring back. I'd already done it, and then you're going to put it inside the bag. If you want me to make a tutorial on how to make this drawstring bag exactly how it looks, kindly drop in the comments and I will know. I just feel maybe it's very easy and a lot of people know how to do it. So but if you want to know how to do exactly the way mine is, you can just drop it in the comments and I'll prepare the video right away. The height for the bag is 15 centimeters and the width of the bag is 12 centimeters. So we've come to the end of this tutorial, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you learned something, kindly give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on good contents like this one. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.